Hey guys, it's me again. Sorry for the brief hiatus. I was attending a Halloween party, as I posted earlier. But anyways, welcome back to Undesirable Humans. 2 Humans for Lost Time. First one is Leon Dorsey, aka Pistol Pete, who killed 3 people in Texas in 1994. Dorsey, then 18, shot 3 people in a series of robbery slayings. He was arrested shortly after his 3rd murder, for which he pleaded guilty to non-capital murder and received a 60-year sentence. In 1998, Dorsey was charged with the 2 other murders after video evidence linked him to the killings. In a pre-trial interview with the Dallas Morning News, Dorsey, who called himself Pistol Pete, said that when he was 10 years old and in kindergarten, he stabbed a pee-wee football teammate and tried to burn down his babysitter's house. At age 14, he took a gun to school and discharged it in the classroom. At 16, he fired a gun at a couple in another car and threatened to kill them. He also had a juvenile record of property theft and unauthorized use of a motor vehicle. "I've done cut folks, I've done stabbed folks, I've killed folks," he said, "but it don't bother me." In 2000, Dorsey was convicted of capital murder and sentenced to death. While on death row, he gained a reputation as one of the meanest men on death row, frequently getting into trouble for assaulting prison staff. Dorsey committed at least 95 infarctions while on death row, including the 2004 stabbing of a corrections officer 14 times in the back with an 8.5-inch shank. The officer's body armor protected him from serious injury. Authorities found another shank in Dorsey's cell less than 2 weeks before he was executed. Dorsey was executed by lethal injection at the Huntsville unit on August 12, 2008, age 32. He declined a last meal. His last words were, "I love y'all, I forgive y'all, I see y'all when you get there. Do what you're gonna do." His victims were video store employees James Armstrong, 26, and Brad Lindsey, 20, and convenience store clerk Hyon, who was 51. The next guy we're going to talk about is James Hall, who was convicted of killing 5 in Arkansas and possibly other states between 1938 and 1945, but was suspected of killing 24, which is the suspected highest in Undesirable Humans history, even surpassing Babyface. All right. Between 1944 and 45, Hall murdered his wife, then killed 3 other men in a series of robbery slayings. He was convicted of a total of 24 murders across multiple states, confessed starting in 1938. He was convicted of 1 count of first degree in Arkansas for killing his wife, sentenced to death, and executed by electric chair at the Tucker unit on January 4th, 1946, age 24. As Hall was strapped to the chair, he said, "Boys, I'm not afraid. I can take it." That's my impression of him. His victims were his second wife, Fayrene Clemmons, who was 19, Carl Hamilton, who was an African-American barber and bootlegger, E.C. Adams, who was a war plant worker in Little Rock, Doyle Mulherin, who was a 30-year-old truck driver, and J.D. Newcomb Jr., who was found burned and had to be identified by dental records. Man. So that was Pistol Pete and James Hall. Hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.